Pulekautaha-Lai, Toku Reo, Nohokainga Pulekautaha-Lai.
Ko taki te mu tōku waka, ko te awa pūta I tōku maunga, ko tauri kai tai tōku wawa, ko Ngāti kere tōku hapu, ko Ngāti kahonunu tōku iwi, ko rongo marae ro tōku marae, ko Nohokainga hau. The greatest honour a person can hold is the ability to converse in one's native tongue. Humbled I am to have the opportunity to introduce myself to you all today in the language of my ancestors, mai tupuna, te reo Māori, tēnā koutou katoa. For many years I have felt as if though there is something missing. I am incomplete, for I am missing the very essence of my being, the very heart and soul of my people, without the taonga my ancestors fought so hard for, a shadow of what I could be. For I'm without the ability to confidently, competently and intelligently converse in te reo Māori. For language is the doorway to culture and thus understanding. Te ao Māori, or Māoridom, is close to me. With this knowledge in mind, it has inspired me all the more to seek and regain what I have spent so long without. Tā Pirananata had once said, Toku Reo, Toku Ohoho, my language is my awakening. In order to understand the value of te reo Māori and what it means to me, we must look to the plight of my people in protecting and preserving what has been labelled an ancient relic of life. Our histories and thus our connection to our ancestors can be found in te reo Māori. When mai tupuna went to war in the 1900s, they were not simply fighting for land, power or a means of control. They were protecting their cultural practices from alienation, assimilation, and eventually colonization. For they knew that without te reo Māori, our customs, our tikanga would fade and simply become history, a sacrifice they were not prepared to make. Protecting te reo Māori has been a struggle my people have bore across their shoulders for many years. The effects of forced monolingualism implemented through legislation and within our education system can still be felt today. When my grandmother was a child, she lived, breathed and thought in te reo Māori. Integration policies implemented by successive governments prohibited the teaching and use of the reo within the walls of the classroom. Similar to many other Māori children, my grandmother's generation grew up believing that the bread and butter language was not te reo, a detrimental blow to Māori society, which resulted in a generation of Māori children growing up disconnected from their culture and without the most important part of who we are. It wasn't until the 1980s, almost 40 years on from this institutionalized discrimination, was there hope that te reo Māori would survive. On the brink of extinction, endangered, the fear of losing te reo, which had been realised by our tupuna almost a century ago, was very soon becoming a reality. A solution was needed, and fast, due to the creative, intuitive and intelligent thinking of our Māori leaders, most notably the late Dame Katarina Te Hei Kōkō Mataira, kura kaupapa Māori, te ātārangi and kohanga reo were formed. These educational methods and institutions established an environment of which our customs, our culture, and our aspirations could be nurtured within our young, and made the pathway to the revitalisation of our language. For the first time, there was hope that reo Māori would survive into the future. He taonga tuku iho nā tōku tipuna. Te reo Māori is indeed a treasure passed down from my ancestors, a gift our generations have the responsibility of preserving and protecting for those yet to come. Our nation's greatest treasure that ought to be shared with one and with all. The very heart of te ao Māori is te reo Māori. Without it, one cannot begin to comprehend the multitude of cultural wealth my ancestors have handed down. It is our link to our tupuna, to our whenua, and ties our place here in Aotearoa. For language is indeed the doorway to culture and understanding. Tā Whirananaka had once said, Toku Reo, Toku Ohuohu. My language is my awakening. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.